Hello everyone, my name is Sergio, and a lot like most of you, I drive everywhere. The average American actually spends around 300 hours in their car per year. Our cars are a part of our lives. It's how we transport from one place to another, and I want to inform you a little bit about the automotive industry, its past, its present, and what we can look forward to in the future. So to get started, the first car was built in 1875 by a man named Siegfried Samuel Marcus. A lot of people actually don't consider him to be the first automotive creator, only because his car didn't really work. What a lot of people do consider the first person to make the car was a man named Carl Friedrich Benz. He created a motor car with an internal combustion engine in 1886, and it looked just like this. You would think that he would sell a lot of cars, considering that he made one that worked, but actually he didn't start selling cars until 3 years later in 1889, and that has a great part to do with his wife, Bertha Benz. She actually not only helped fund Carl in the project of the car, but she also took the number 3 model of Benz car on a cross-country road trip in Germany on unpaved roads. She took it 120 miles, and it took her 2 days to do the trip. And this is what the car looked like that she took the trip on. And because of that, she showed the public eye that it was possible to transport with the car instead of a horse and wagon. And they were able to sell many, many vehicles in 1889 because of what she did. You would think that they would be the number 1 seller, that they'd be selling all the cars, but in reality, the automotive industry is built on people innovating and creating to make life better and work things better. And people, even in the 1900s, were playing with electric vehicles, electric cars, or hydrogen powered cars, or steam engine cars. But unfortunately, all those were great ideas. The technology wasn't there for it, so the one that worked best was Benz's with the internal combustion engine, which we still use in cars today, which leads us to present day automotives. Now, the car industry is really influenced by what's going on in the world. The beginning, they created cars because they were tired of taking care of horses to move them around. Taking care of a horse is a job on its own. Later on, it was war efforts that made us realized that we needed to amp production and make bigger vehicles that would work for us in the war. And then it was the industrial boom and cities that we needed more and more production, and Ford came out with the production line method, which we still use in factories today for mass production. So nowadays, we've heard of this guy, Elon Musk and Tesla. He made a huge boom in the market with his EV vehicles, his electric powered vehicles. And nowadays, more and more, we hear of other companies like GM that are coming out with the electric Mustang, and even Harley Davidson has created an electric motorcycle. We understand that electric vehicles are very important. We understand that the burning of fossil fuels is not going to be sustainable forever, and the impact of electric vehicles on the environment is way, way better. Even our president, Joe Biden, has set very aggressive fuel economy standards, to where he stated that he wants at least 50% of all vehicles on the roads to be electric. President Joe Biden even passed a bill to help fund a nationwide charging network, where they'll have charging stations like this across the country in all states to be able to charge electric vehicles. So now we can look towards the future. What can we look forward to? What is the trend here? We see the trend is that we are continually building to make life better, make life easier, make it all work in a better way. And companies like GM, Mercedes-Benz, Tesla, they're all working on vehicles that are autonomous, that they hands-free, no driver needed, the car drives itself. Now, it's been proven nowadays it's pretty difficult to do that. The computers are still mistaking objects on the road and other cars, and there's been a lot of crashes. But we know this industry is full of people that continue to push the boundaries, so we can definitely look forward to this in the future. Another thing we can look forward to is complete online purchasing. It used to be that the only way you can get a car is to go to someone or go to a dealership and work a deal and get a car. Now, COVID-19 happened, and we saw that when everybody was shut down, the only way we could connect with one another was through online. And we see that even today with companies like Carvana, where you can go buy a car online and they'll even deliver it to your house. So you don't even have to go anywhere. And so we can definitely see that towards the future, mostly everything has to be online. And if you're not online, you're not really gonna sell. And we can see that right now happening, especially in Europe, where across Europe, digital channels have gone up by 13 percentage points. The biggest jump was in Germany. They went up 28 digital channel points. And if you can see on the charts here, there's an upward trend in every country all across Europe. We know that this is coming in the future. The future is gonna be cars that drive themselves. It'll be safer. The traffic will be faster because the cars will be able to handle everything better. And that's just something we can look forward to in the future. So I hope you learned a little bit about the car industry, the automotive industry, and you look forward to what's to come. Thank you.